everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Why Orillia. Today I'm joined by Max at the Lonewolf Café on Matchedash Street in Orillia. Thank you so much for having us on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome. This was a long time coming. I think we were talking about this pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And then obviously COVID slowed the show down a little bit, but we're back. Yeah, so we like to start every show off by giving you an opportunity to tell me a little bit about who you are and what you do.
All right, so my name is Max, and started here, we're July 24th now, so we are going on 1 year.
Nice.
So I'm the owner of the Lonewolf Café. Very proud to have started throughout the pandemic and been able to pull through. But here we serve coffee, specialty coffee, teas, everything around that aspect of the business. So.
Absolutely. So you were one of the first businesses that I could remember that started during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what that experience has been like.
Well, first off, we were actually planning on starting a bit before, and we got hit with a bit of bad luck, but the first lockdown actually happened, and we delayed their opening until the July, until the first lockdown actually ended up. And but we've been lucky, you know, people have been supporting us all throughout the time, especially throughout the summer. You know, we've been overwhelmingly supported throughout the town, and people are just great here. They love to support the local businesses, and yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that you have really sort of found yourself in that group of downtown business owners that love to support each other, collaborate with each other. What are some of the things that you've been up to with other local businesses to sort of help your business, help their business through these challenging times?
Yeah, you're right. It's a great little community that the business owners are doing downtown. We're all friends. You know, I know Darcy and Simon, the owners of Common Souls and Picnic. I know Kaylee, the manager at the brewery right here behind, and everybody really knows each other. But we mostly, you know, recommend each other because we know our products are good quality. For instance, we've done a kind of a quick paired up with Rustica, where they've made a drink on one of our cold brews, and same with Common Stove not too long ago. And we're working on something new with the brewery as well, and so,
awesome.
so it's a bit fun. People know each other downtown. It's nice and personal, and everyone serves something with good quality. So
100%, I couldn't agree more. So what inspired the coffee shop for you? Is this something you've always wanted to do, or kind of just stumbled into? What's your story with the coffee shop?
Yeah, it's kind of a funny thing, because I didn't used to be a coffee drinker at all, actually, until my late college years, where I used to walk into this place in Ottawa and really just love the atmosphere. And so I just really forced myself into, you know, trying different things, and finally found that coffee could taste, you know, not so bitter, not so sour. So I found some really nice coffees and just really dug into that, and explored a lot of that through actually a coffee shop in town called Mark IV Brothers, who've been great help for opening this business for me as well.
Yeah, so they have great coffee as well, and another, you know, a similar sort of cool vibe to come in and get a coffee or get something to go. What's the secret sauce to a good coffee spot?
You know, first of all, a good atmosphere is definitely a must. I would say good customer service as well. But mostly me and Mark IV source their bean from great roasters, Canadian roasters. Everything's roasted, you know, a week prior, delivered to us fresh. So everything's fresh, but mostly everything's weighed, dosed, and precise, and that's the secret behind it. Amazing. It's just consistency and precise dosing. Awesome. Is what it is.
So obviously you've started through the pandemic. Is this your first kick at the can as a business owner? Is this the first business for you?
Yeah, this is really my first business. This is something I've worked really hard towards too. I used to work at the OPP for about 5 years. I'm trying to create, you know, I was studying coffee and studying books and trying to prepare myself as much as I could to open my first business. I wouldn't say it's my last. I'd like to dive into a bit more later on, but I'm definitely excited for the future.
When a true entrepreneur gets their first kick at the can, it really is, it's the bug. Like, it catches you. There's something painful about it, but at the same time, there's something incredibly satisfying with it.
I like to joke that it's not a job; it's mostly a lifestyle. It's something that's you know, dear to you, but it's something that's part of your life. You know, even though I'm not technically working in the shop every day, I am always thinking about something new or something creative to come up with. So yeah, it is definitely a lifestyle.
Amazing. Is there something that is sort of a hidden gem, a secret that people don't know about? What's something that people should try if they're like me, that just drink basic coffee, but then want to come in and experience
something completely new? I would say, first of all, to dive into the smaller drinks. People tend to go for the big lattes or the big cappuccino because it's, the more the merrier.
Right.
It's the American way that people choose. But I tend to like a smaller drink, like a flat whites or a cortado, and I definitely recommend something like that. The cortado especially, when I recommend it to someone, is something that they usually come back for.
So Dave from the Northern Joinery came to me one day and he's like, man, you have to go get a cortado. You have to go down to Lonewolf, get a cortado. It's going to change your life. I had never heard of it. And I came down here and it was delicious, and it was also like jet fuel. Is that something you guys sell a lot of?
Yeah, we do. It's one of the popular drinks. It's one of the drinks I really try to encourage people to really try. Northern Joinery is actually a really great example because they used to be, the more the merrier. They used to go for the large lot or cappuccinos,
Yep.
And slowly have been converting these guys to the cortado. So
What is a cortado for people who don't know?
Cortado would be a double shot of espresso with 6 ounces of steamed cream, so it'd make basically an 8-ounce drink.
Okay.
But what happens is that the more the fats is in the milk or the cream, these fats, once heated up to certain temperatures, actually transform into sugars. So they actually sweet up the drink naturally and give you a bit of a sweeter drink, but also a thicker texture.
Yeah, I normally put sugar in my coffee, and I just drink the cortado just as it comes, which is really nice. So tell me a little bit about your journey. Are you from Orillia? Did you come to Orillia later in life?
Yeah, I came a bit later actually. I'm from way up north, a small town called Hearst. It's about a 9-hour drive on Highway 11.
Okay.
That's where I really grew up, but I moved out of there when I was about 15, playing hockey a bit everywhere. So I ultimately, ended up here translating for the OPP, and then I decided to stay here because I liked it here. So it's been great so far, and I've seen even the last 6 years I've been here, I've seen Orillia developed and some great new businesses that have been added up. Absolutely. And it's really been a treat to be here.
What excites you about the future in Orillia?
I think the young people. I mean, there's a lot more new young people that are coming town. People don't really realize how much new people is coming in town. They still think that it might be more of a retiree town, but I think it's changing. It's slowly changing. And partly I think the pandemic is to blame as well. People are moving out of the big city, trying the simpler life.
Absolutely.
But it's really a good place to be. There's lots of entertainment, great restaurants, and I think once you give it a try, it's hard to get out of.
Absolutely, and our downtown has really turned a corner. There's a lot of young, great business owners like yourself that are investing in prettying up downtown, in creating great businesses, which then drives traffic downtown, and it sort of becomes this snowball effect of people coming downtown and shopping and drinking and eating and doing all that fun stuff, which is amazing. So I like to end every episode the same way. You can answer this from a personal perspective, you can answer this from a business perspective. This is your opportunity. Why Orillia?
I would say because of the businesses, because of the nature that surrounds you, the place that it is. It's I actually read in a magazine not too long ago that really is the Palm Springs of Los Angeles. It's where people get out to go and enjoy nature, to actually spend their vacations, enjoy the small businesses. I think it's a great place to be. You're close to the city if you want to go in for a concert, but you're far enough so that you can enjoy a bit of a slower lifestyle. So that's why I would choose Orillia.
I couldn't agree more. And maybe just to this camera right here, for the 3 people in Orillia that have not heard of Lonewolf, where can they find you, and how can they find you in person and online?
So you can find us online at Lonewolf Café on Instagram. And we're situated at 10 Matchadash Street South, just on the other side of the Matchadash Lofts, downtown.
If you have not been to Lonewolf, I highly recommend it. The coffee's amazing, the atmosphere is amazing, the people behind the business are amazing, and so we don't have enough good things to say about you. And thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for being an amazing part of our
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Cheers.